you click this video faster than the speed of light, you're probably one of those who commented 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my previous video where I showed more sniper tips and tricks for COD Mobile. Today we're going to go over some drills and ways you can train to get better in sniping. Shout out to MyRaf19YT for suggesting this idea. Make sure you have seen my previous videos on sniping so you can find your best settings before even doing any sort of training that's mentioned on today's video. We're gonna go over 3 ways you can train and warm up your sniping, giving you the ability to train even though you're a solo player or if you want to train with a friend and improve together. Before we move on to the training, if you like the video, make sure you tap the like button. Today's goal is 1,500 likes, so make sure you help us reach it. You can divide this into 4 main parts with 2 additional things that you can train in order to improve your mastery in terms of sniper sensitivity. Let's go to training mode and stand in the middle of the practice range. You want to be able to master the timing for scoping in and firing whenever you snipe. So for your warm-up, hit all the near stationary targets, getting familiar with the timing of your quick scopes in medium ranges. You want to be able to center quickly to the targets first, scope in, then shoot. Do this for 1 to 2 minutes to warm up your fingers. After that, let's train quick scoping in the farther ranges. Hit all the far targets while scoping out in between. Again, master the timing of when you're fully scoped in, then fire. The same discipline applies: center, scope in, then fire. Make sure you really center your crosshairs to the black circle in the middle of the target, challenging yourself to be on point with your quick scopes at all times. Do this for another 1 to 2 minutes. Once that's done, we're moving on to quick scoping onto moving targets. The thing we have to practice here is having to predict where our scope is gonna land, having a sense of where the enemies will be while they are moving. Having mastered the scope in timing, lead your crosshairs where you think your enemy will be by the time your scope in animation will finish. Now all you have to do is scope in and take the shot. Do this on the moving targets nearest to you. To add some kind of difficulty, try shooting the drone that flies over the practice range before it hits the ground. Do this for another solid 1 to 2 minutes. Of course, you want to be able to do this not only in close range, but in farther ranges as well. Now with the same disciplines, apply that to the farther targets. Mastering this will help you hit those shots in opening rounds in crossfire map, as well as hitting enemies running around in the open area in longer ranges. Practice makes perfect, so be intentional and focus on every step we talked about. Again, do this for 1 to 2 minutes. Whenever you center then scope in, there might be times where you're off target for just a bit and you need some readjustment to hit your shots. That's where drag scoping comes in. Drag your finger across the screen and correct your aim to center at the target, then fire at the enemy. In order to practice this, do everything we just went over, but this time, we won't be scoping at the target. We will be scoping near the target and flicking to the center of it to hit our shots. Do the previous drills for stationary and moving targets to build your muscle memory in flicking onto targets. Of course, we want to be able to master our sniper sensitivity, and this is one of those things where it's not really used in a competitive situation a lot of times, but it indirectly improves your mastery of your sensitivity and timing. Assuming you have a comfortable sensitivity, here's what you could do to practice both 180 and 360 degree turns. Face this target and walk backwards to the wall behind you. Now swipe your aiming finger and try to consistently make a 180. It's going to take a lot of time, practice, and misses, but it's gonna help you with your timing when it comes to quick scoping. Once 180 becomes easy and just a walk in the park for you, proceed to face the target and do 360s. I know crazy COD Mobile sniper named Profusi, where I saw his clip getting kills while doing a 360 between every shot. I'm not saying it's necessary, but it really shows his mastery of his camera and sniper sensitivity. Do this as long as you want. It's up to you on how many minutes or hours you want to put into it. I suggest doing the drills previously mentioned first before doing 180s and 360s. If you want to practice hard scoping, just scope in and hit all the targets from long range while being able to transfer smoothly from one target to another. If you're considering or thinking of trying out these drills, consider liking this video to 1,500 likes. Thank you so much for your support. After doing some drills, or if you want to warm up before heading onto ranked or scrims, you can do a bunch of public matches to practice your close and long range sniping. If you want an easy mode and map to practice, you can do Kill House Free-for-All. You will almost always get a lobby full of bots, and you can warm up your quick scopes and reaction time without having to deal with sweats. Now, if you want to go against sweats and occasional bot lobbies, there's no better choice than doing hardpoint and shipment. You can also practice your centering here since the spawns are fixed, so you can almost always expect and pre-aim spawn points. There are two maps that you can do this on as well. The map I usually practice my quickscopes on is Crossfire Domination because bots always go to the same spot and go across the map, so it's easy to go for quickscopes on moving and stationary targets. You can also do Domination High Rise, just stay on top of the helipad and shoot everyone that comes out of the spawn. Really useful to hit long range quickscopes. If you woke up feeling like a sniper god, there's no better way in expressing that than asking your friend to do 1v1s in a sniper battle. Whoever wins gets bragging rights, of course. Another thing you can do is train each other in a private match. Have one guy equip a max mobility PP19 or QQ9, then run around the map while the other guy tries to snipe him. This will translate into hitting people while they're moving around, especially in respawn game modes. If you aren't updated in the latest COD mobile news, Path recently tweeted a video where he's testing snipers in a private test server, featuring the fastest locus you could build while also testing the blank scope accuracy. I personally think that whatever brings balance to the game and to make all guns viable will be the best timeline we could enter, with the present only having 5 to 7 guns max in the comp scene meta. Imagine all the top 5 videos I could make if that happens. That's it for today's video. If you learned anything, make sure to drop a like to hit our goal of 1,500 likes. Share this to a friend that needs to practice their sniper game. For today's question, I wanna know, what's your favorite sniper rifle? Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.